Daoist transforms the Chibi style Nautica from Sam's Forge. I picked this up at TFCon 2025. We will start in the alt mode. First, I'm going to pull up these wind vanes on the side. Next, let's take the back ones and move them down. To release the top of the figure, I'm going to pull the legs out to the side. Okay. And now the top part should be loose. I'm going to bend it up at the neck joint. And now I'm going to spin the body around 180. And now I'm going to pull the face out of the top of the helmet. When I first got this, it was a little bit stuck. If that happens to you, just give it a little bit of a wiggle while you pull, and then eventually you will free this armature. So the face is out. Let's go ahead and bend the neck down so the face is in the right place. Okay. Now the front is like this. We fold, fold, like that. Keep these out of the way. And now these wind vanes are going to come down. And there's a hole here on this side and a peg on the side of the face. Do the same on the other side. It can be a little bit difficult to get these into the right location. Let's see if you can tell here. So here, the tab here is a little below where the slot is. So just getting everything to line up will let it go in. You'll know you have it in the right place if the cheek here does not have much of a gap. See here, there's no gap here. There's a big gap over here. I don't have this one correct. There we go. Popped it in there. Okay, let's finish it up. Let's take the feet, straighten out these knees here, turn the feet forward, and there she is. Chibi style Nautica from Sam Makes Toys. She does have plenty of articulation. She is 3D printed out of PLA. I want to draw your attention to a couple of things about that. So first and foremost, Sam makes this as a toy. He would be rather upset if you bought this thing and never actually played with it. It does have quite a good range of motion on all of the joints that it has. It even has a nice little waist. Let me draw your attention. Oh, where is it? Right here. This little line that's cut out, this is an affordance to allow the plastic to flex a little bit better. You don't see that a lot in injection molded toys because the plastic usually doesn't need it with the way they put them together. PLA does not flex in quite the same way, and when it flexes, it can break apart. So he does have these in here so that we can move the toy and play around with it. But you know, we just keep in mind this is still made out of PLA. But you know, you can play with it, just don't be too crazy. Another thing to pay attention to are these knees. This is a ball and socket here, and we do get a really great range of motion. However, there are certain positions that you can turn the foot where the I hesitate to call it kibble, but yeah, this bit of the foot and this bit of the thigh will interact to make it impossible to bend. So I guess just don't do that. If it doesn't move freely, then you've got the wrong angle. Finally, um, there's a big, chonky ball and socket for the neck. I don't anticipate any problems with that, but just bear in mind that we have a lot of weight on this side of the ball and socket and a lot of weight on this side. So there is a bit of stress going through there. As with anything that's 3D printed via additive manufacturing, we have layer lines. And these balls and sockets, they may start out with some layer lines on them as well. So if there are rough spots where things don't want to like turn or move, not that I've really found any, just be a little gentle, do the little wiggle waggle to kind of sand those off. The other place, actually, I'll show you during the transformation back. Let's do that right now. So I'm going to just kind of straighten everything out here. Let's start the feet, turn them inwards, pull them out like this. Now I'm going to get the sides of the face pulled up. Here we go. Okay, so here's the other thing I want to show you. Let me see. Can I get this to actually focus on it? Okay. Can you see these little black bits of plastic that come up? Here we have the 3D print, because it's deposited in layers. When this tab goes into this slot, it can sometimes kind of like shave off fine bits of the plastic. Oh, you can't even see that. Fine bits of the plastic up here. So if you notice that, in robot mode, she's got little whiskers coming out, you can scrape them off with a hobby knife. I would not try to like slice this down any to make it fit. It's just going to need to rub those off to get rid of them. But overall, it works out pretty well. Okay, anyhow, we've got these pulled up, out of the way, and now that makes all this head business loosey-goosey. You're going to unfold. And now the face here will collapse down like this. And let's go up 90 degrees, rotate. Let's fix the arms and the legs again because I moved them while I was showing you stuff. Okay. And now we're going to fold this down. There's a little bit of a detent here, so I'm just giving a little bit of a wiggle to move it past that. Okay. Now the other critical part to making this look as good as possible is we have holes on the inside of the thigh, and then there is a peg in black plastic on the inside of here. And we are going to kind of give it a little bit of a wiggle waggle. Push these in here. And then we'll know we've got it right when the pegs seat themselves in the holes. There we go. Good. And the fists are up here in these little holes. If these the back wind vanes haven't come down through all of your handling, just go ahead and tuck those down. Bring these down here, and we're good to go. You'll know you have the front correct if we don't have a big gap here or here. That looks perfect. All right, and there is the Chibi style Nautica from Sam's Forge. You can find them on the socials. Just search for Sam Makes Toys. Sometimes it's all one word, sometimes there's dashes, sometimes it's underscore, or search for Sam's Forge. I got this at TFCon Chicago 2025. This has been Daoist, and I transform.